Y'all, this book right here made me ugly cry. I'm not talking about a little tear here and there. I'm talking about had to put the book down and just let myself do an Oprah Winfrey ugly cry. There are books out there that you know that you're reading for a certain reason, a romantic reason. You just need something to decompress your mind and kind of know where the book might be taking you. So I chose this book, one, because the author was the hot thing, the fourth wing, and this was kind of away from her dragon slayer. And at the time, I had not read Fourth Wing, so I was kind of going into it completely blind. Um, but I loved this book. I really enjoyed this book, and like I said, it made me ugly cry. So it's about Ella and Beckett, and Ella is a single mom. She has two children. One of them has a life-threatening disease, and she's also trying to keep up her children's lives. She's got cabins that she rents out, so she's trying to be the handyman. She's trying to be the bookkeeper. She's trying to be everything, and she has a brother that she's very close to, and he's in the military. And he has a friend named Beckett that he wants Ella and Beckett to become pen pals. And that is the beginning of the story. And it's all about, again, letters and how we form relationships with people through letters. They did not see each other. All they had between each other were these letters. And I have decided I love letters, and I love the thought of putting so much of yourself into letters. And let me tell you, I am not a very good letter writer. I enjoy getting letters, but I realize that I am not a good letter writer. And the reason being is because I fear once you write something down, it becomes the concrete truth. And sometimes we don't want to face those truths. And so between Ella and Beckett, they build this relationship, and it's a beautiful relationship, and it's in letters. And then she doesn't know who he is. So this man comes to where she lives, and she knows that he knew her brother, and that's all that they know. And so while he's there, he starts doing handyman things, and he starts helping with the children. And so they build this relationship. And so I'm not going to give the plot away, but as you know, it's pretty predictable, and sometimes we need those predictable stories just so that we kind of keep everything in a box for us if we're going whatever we're going through. Sometimes we just need that in a box. And so the way she writes this beautiful little love story, um, she writes outside of the box, and she makes it very messy but predictable, if that makes sense. She, Rebecca, writes it so descriptive. Again, if you're a Fourth Wing fan, you'll know how descriptive she is. And so you kind of expect this from her with her writing ability and words. And it's just a lovely little um, get away from your normal fantasy world or mob world or uh, courtroom drama. To me, this was a great little book. It didn't take me very long to read it, and I enjoyed that part of it, just to give me something that I just kept going back to and reading and reading and reading. And so it was very good. I stayed up late at night to get finished with the book, and there was this because you know what's going to happen. You know, after you read what Beckett has said and what Ella has said, you know that it's all going to come to blow up. And just how does she handle that? How does he handle that? He's been in the military, so he has issues. She has issues. And one of the issues is just being able to take care of all these balls she has bouncing around her, and mainly her children. And for a mom, it's hard to invite someone because you know those children are going to get hurt if something happens to that relationship. And so Ella keeps her children very close, and she knows that her son is sick. And so that even makes another point to this book. And so it is just a great book, and to know that you can love someone and not even really see them. You can know that they mean so much to you because of the words that they put on a letter. And this letter writing went over several years. And so it's loyalty. It's out of loyalty that Beckett does what he does. And so to see him suffer in ways, it's just really heartbreaking. And that's where the ugly cry comes in. And so this is a great book if you want an ugly cry, if you want a romance that thrills your heart, and again, that it's in letters. Um, it is such a wonderful book. And for the cocktail that I chose, a very easy cocktail, I just did a Cosmo. I just thought that it was light and sweet and a little tangy. And that's what I kind of felt like Ella and Beckett's relationship ended up being, was sweet and kind and tangy, and just, it was just a great book. I would give it a 4 B's out of 5 B's. It was um, just a pleasant, knowing where it was predictable book. But then again, it wasn't that predictable either. So I don't know. I hope you read it. Do you read romance books? Do you like romance books? I tend to kind of stay away from them, but this was a great little reprieve from all the other heavy stuff. And she's a caregiver, and you know, being a caregiver is, you have to take care of yourself too. So I really appreciated the way that Rebecca wrote this in it. So the book is called The Last Letter. I hope you'll check it out. I hope that you will reach out to me and tell me what book that you enjoy, a romance book. I would love to check out one that you have picked out for me. So here's to letters and us getting to back to writing letters, and not just text and phone calls, but actually letters. So cheers. And I am Dana B, and this is Boozy Bees Books and Cocktails. Thank you for joining me.
Cheers!